And that was Philippine President Benigno Aquino. The leading lights of the business world are also here in Manila. In fact, 7,000 business leaders and delegates are currently here to discuss economic growth and how to make it more inclusive. Infrastructure is indeed a very important component, but it's one that poses many challenges for the host city, my home city.
Manila, a place with huge potential, but it has its setbacks. Even getting to work each day here can be a chore.
I want to experience people's daily frustration. So today, I'm going to take a ride with Kais Patel, a management consultant, on his journey to work. Okay, all right, let's get started.
So at this point, I'm wondering, is Manila really the worst city to drive on earth?
Guys, we are currently in the midst of a major traffic jam. So this is a reality, sir. Why not just take public transport? Public transport is completely dysfunctional here, and it's obsolete. It's at least 30 years behind times.
And time is money. No one knows that more than Jerome Ong, who runs a meat processing company. His plants churn out more than 5,000 hot dogs every minute. That's 6 million a day, supplying 80% of the Philippines' fast food restaurants. But profits are being squeezed.
Expensive transport costs brought about by port congestion and the very busy roads that hampers our efficiency and brings up our cost of distribution.
Poor infrastructure costs the Philippine economy an estimated $60 million a day. The government insists infrastructure spending has more than tripled since President Aquino came to power 5 years ago. But projects to build rail networks, airports, ports, and roads have been hit by delays, and even the minister in charge admits it's had an economic impact.
Definitely, there is a huge cost in terms of delayed infrastructure, but all I'm saying is it took us some time to put the programs in place.
With elections due in 2016, pressure is on the next government to ease the burden on commuters and businesses working in the capital.
Well, those are the concerns of the small and medium-sized enterprises. But what do the Philippines' top businessmen have to say about economic growth and the slow pace of infrastructure development? I spoke to some of them to get their view.
The growth really helped our category, especially in the fast food industry. Actually, the industry is quite resilient to the economy, but a better economy helps us grow faster. Now, of course, the challenges will be with growth, it comes availability of human capital, more trucks, scheduling, the delivery side. With the traffic issue, then we need more proper scheduling to handle the goods. And probably our stores will carry a little bit more inventory.
Wouldn't it be great if the road networks, the ports, the airports, all the elements that facilitate trade, the movement of people, there's so many low-hanging fruit in the country. Our tourism industry has tremendous potential. We're a natural service-oriented country. People are willing to deploy capital across the country to attract tourism, which is burgeoning throughout Asia. But it's not so easy yet for people to fly into the Philippines, move to the different islands, come back and leave. If we can facilitate that movement of people, that entry of foreign capital, we would be in great shape.
I think government budget is mostly in the provinces or the waiting sheds and the basketball court. When it comes to the tollway, it's really the private sector building it. And we are funding it, private sector is funding it. And the only reason why there's a delay is the government delivery of the right-of-way. It really affects the Philippine economy in terms of the traffic. As you know, the vehicular traffic is costing the economy billions per day. I'm sure whoever's the next government, those people who are in charge of this project, the new group, I'm sure, will have to do better.
And ahead of the Leaders Summit is a gathering of business leaders, and one of those attending is Jeff Hardy from Caterpillar Asia Pacific, which is the world's largest mining and construction equipment manufacturer. And I asked him how in particular the slowdown in China was affecting the business.
The business is a cyclical business, so we've ridden cycles before. If we go back to 2000 period to 2009, infrastructure, commodities, a lot of investment. The financial crisis, 2008-2009, we saw a downturn. Then we saw the stimulus from China, which created a boom. And that boom continued through 2014. Now we're seeing a reduction.
But what is your outlook going forward? With a slowdown in China, slump in commodity prices, potentially high interest rates, could this lead to a recession in emerging market economies?
We're not expecting recession. We're not expecting great growth either. If the U.S. does decide to increase its interest rate, it would be a small interest rate increase. It would take a lot of the uncertainty away, quite honestly. And I believe the governments will be able to respond to that and act accordingly.
But there could also be some bright spots here in Asia. China is building a massive road and rail network to Eastern Europe. Are you getting a slice of the action there?
Well, we're certainly hoping to. The One Belt, One Road initiative by China is an excellent opportunity for, I think, many companies, not just Chinese companies, but international companies as well. Caterpillar has big operations in China. We consider ourselves to be a Chinese producer. We have a lot of localization, and there will be a lot of opportunities for companies like Caterpillar.
What about the potential of India, which is now opening up under the administration of Narendra Modi?
We're also excited about India, and we see great opportunities there. There's tremendous needs for infrastructure in India, rail, road, bridges, you name it, there's infrastructure needs. And so we believe that the Modi government is on the right track.
Let's take a look at the Trans-Pacific Partnership. How will this benefit you? And what about the Asian Infrastructure and Investment Bank, which the United States is basically not joining? How will this affect your business?
Well, first on the TPP, we're really excited about the TPP. We think this has been a long time coming. It's going to open up tremendous opportunities for Caterpillar, for many other companies as well. Gives us access to some markets that we don't have that access to. The Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, we also are very excited about that. It will help provide funding for infrastructure projects. The World Economic Forum estimates a gap of $1 trillion in investment, infrastructure investment on an annual basis. So we need more funding for infrastructure.
And it was Jeffrey Hardy of Caterpillar Asia Pacific. And before we go, let's have a quick look now at the Asia Pacific markets. And currently in early Tuesday trade, they are trading higher. The Nikkei 225 up by 1.4%. The S&P ASX 200 and the All Ordinaries Index gaining more than 1.1%. And this is after regional stocks plummeted yesterday amidst the Paris attacks. And of course, overnight, we had gains on Wall Street. Thank you so much for investing your time with us. I'm Rico Hizon, live from the APEC CEO Summit in Manila. Thank you so much for investing your time with us. Bye for now.